Hi, Democrats. Today is Thursday, June 1st, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Life. Happy Thursday and happy first day of Pride. So, every once in a while I'll do a theme show where I pick a word and focus on that word. Today, that word is gratitude. Today, that word is reflection. So I'm going to do reflection and gratitude. Today is June 1st. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Today, we commemorate 102 days of the Tulsa Race Massacre. We commemorate the day when the smoke billowed, when they surveyed the damage of what happened. How does that make me grateful? I'm grateful that folks were able to rise out of the ashes. I'm grateful that finally the United States is looking at doing something about reparations. I'm grateful that the descendants and the survivors are actually getting the attention that they deserve. So I reflect on what we acknowledge today, and I am grateful that we're getting closer and closer to what looks like justice. I'm not a descendant of the survivors. I'm not a descendant of the folks who were affected, and so I don't get to judge what justice is. The descendants decide, but it feels like we might be getting closer. It feels like there's the gaze is focused on getting us there. So I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful that we live in a world where there's actually a month that we talk about. I grew up knowing that June was the acknowledgement of R&B music. That's what June it means to me. R&B music, Father's Day, my mother's birthday. That's what June means to me. But it also is the first day of Pride. It also means pride. We live in a country where we recognize and celebrate people for who they are. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful, even though I'm hot and tired, I'm grateful that today, June 1st, we were able to pay off convention, that we've raised enough money for convention to be able to pay for the Carl Albert dinner, reserve the space, and I can't wait. I can't wait for you to join us in all of the celebrations and all of the events that are happening around the ODP convention this year. Convention is paid for. I'm not going to say 100%. Because there's always some settling up of the bill later, but everything that we owe as a result of convention at this moment isn't just that we have enough money in the bank, but the checks have been delivered. They've been delivered, they've been acknowledged. Right now with the convention center, we have a zero balance. I am very excited about that, considering that this is the first in-person convention we've had in 4 years. And I will tell you, as someone who was a brand new chair following that convention, it wasn't paid for. And it was stressful as all get out. I'd rather the stress that I felt over the last 60 days trying to make sure that we didn't get to that position than the stress that I had 4 years ago. And I won't have that stress next week. No matter who gets elected as chair, and go ahead and know, I would be remiss if I didn't say I want it to be me. But no matter who is elected as chair this weekend, they're not going to be staring down bills for convention. I'm very proud of that, and I'm grateful for everyone who bought their tickets in advance and bought their ads and just donated to help other people be able to go. I'm grateful for the people who are looking forward to this convention and doing the work. All of the federation leaders who have taken the time to work with their guest speakers and build agendas so that there are interesting breakouts. I'm grateful that NDTC could work us in and bring training to our convention. I'm grateful for my friends and colleagues from all over the nation who are coming into Oklahoma to make our convention great. Grateful for Dr. Chamberlain and Rebecca Jim, who other federations reached out to, but are coming to make sure that we're talking about issues that face Oklahoma and that are important to Oklahomans. I'm grateful for every Democrat who hangs in there, even though sometimes it is hard to be a Democrat in this state. It is hard to hold the faith, But for those of you that are, who keep coming back, thank you. Our goal today and every day is to continue to reinforce our infrastructure, build and reinforce our infrastructure so that we are more helpful to candidates, more helpful to more candidates every election cycle. We've broken the trend of losing seats, and we're at a state where we're ready to start building seats because we've done the hard work. I want to take today to say thank you for all the folks who have worked with me in the last 4 years, for all the folks who have given to the Democratic Party either of their treasure, their time, their talent, all of it I'm grateful for. And on a national stage, I'm grateful that we signed the deal so that we raised the debt limit. And I'm grateful that the Oklahoma Supreme Court struck down the unconstitutional bills with regards to abortion. And most importantly, I'm grateful that I belong to the Democratic Party and that there are folks here who are willing to fight for what that means. We believe that a rising tide raises all ships. And I'm grateful that I'm on the right side of this conversation. It's a weird time where our state is doubling down on division and ugliness. And quite frankly, some folks in the Democratic Party have been bitten by that ugly bug. But we know that will all be over this weekend. And I'm grateful for that. All righty. So tomorrow, me and the staff and a lot of great volunteers, who I'm grateful for, will be working to do some of the final touches and getting us ready for a convention that starts Friday evening at 6:30 at Fulton Street Books with a book launch with David Pepper, Saving Democracy. But I will be live from the convention center tomorrow. So join me, get a preview of what we're doing for convention. That's tomorrow at 4:15. You guys have a great one.